I'm joined with Sniper after a pretty big comeback against Dignitas. I just finished talking with Sturdy, and he was like, "Yeah, you're not supposed to win the Jace, the Cyan into Jace matchup, but I was winning, so our problems weren't necessarily in lane." Because I asked him about like choosing to take Varus and not Jace, and he was like, "Yeah, I mean, I won my side of the matchup, so like, how is it from your perspective playing the Jace into the Zion?"
Yeah, I mean, I would say I would give credit to Serdi, to be honest, but I feel like I messed up. We were I was, like, playing this matchup a lot, and I got really good at it, and then today, I was just like, because normally I'm up 20 to 40 CS in this matchup every single time, I'm always getting pushed, but this time around, he got the perma push. Um, I just played my lane super bad. I know what I did wrong, but I think it was yeah, I mean, it obviously sucked. He did beat me in lane, but it's not because he played it well, it's because I played it really bad. But obviously I have to give him some credit. But at the same time, like outside of lane, I was just like even outside of lane, honestly, the first 15 minutes he was gaffing me, so I gotta give credit to Serdi. But then afterwards, I knew what I had to do to win the game, and yeah, I got the push. I was poking the mid, and I macroed them. I macroed him after that. Yeah,
Yeah, I think by the end of the game, you're like 3,000 gold ahead, and I was like, "Wait, wait, wait, how did this happen?" And it's like
yeah,
even before like you fully started winning the game, but like right after the Otacon fight, you just like took so many towers CS, and you're like 50 CS up all of a sudden. It's like, okay,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
dropping way too much. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How have scrims been going? Because you watch that game and you're like, is 100 Thieves like everybody's saying 100 Thieves is the weakest of the four teams, and Lion is like the best of the bottom four teams, and it's like who's actually better? And then today you have like a super shaky game, and so like it kind of lends to the opinion of like, oh, 100 Thieves isn't part of like the top four. It's like the top three and then 100 Thieves. So how have scrims been going, and like how do you feel about you guys not being part of like the top teams?
Uh, I think definitely right now where I don't care if we're top 4 or whatever it is, like, I just wanna win the entire split, and we're definitely not there. I feel like scrims have been going really bad, I'm not gonna lie. And I feel like I've been playing okay in scrims, but at the same time, like, I can't have games like these on stage if I'm not winning my lane. Because if I'm against, like, a world's top laner or whoever it is, and I play lane like that, the Sion is just gonna take over, you know? So, I can't be, like, playing like that in lane especially, so, yeah, I mean, they haven't been going the greatest, but yeah, we just have to be better, man, you know? Like, yeah, it can't really be having games like this, especially when yeah, yeah, that's all I gotta say, to be honest.
What do you think is the reason? Because it seems like you guys will peak really, really high, and then you'll regress really low, and then you'll peak back up.
Yeah,
Even thinking of last year, you guys finished
yeah.
like fourth, and then you guys like went 0-6 or something to start the split, and then all of a sudden you're beating Cloud9. And then same thing here, like you started great, you made to the finals, and now it looks like you're like dipping again. So what do you think is the reason behind that?
I personally think, I mean, it happens to everyone, you know? Like, it happened to FlyQuest, they made it to top 8 at Worlds, and then in the spring split, they were just like they got 3rd place, they got 3rd, 4th place. We even beat them, you know? So, I think it just depends on the form the players are in, the mindset, or, like, the amount of effort that they put in, I guess, and how much they want it. I feel like it just depends, you know, because it's hard to be consistently good, to be honest. Because like you were saying, you know, like from spring to summer split, we went from being like a really good team, top 4 team, to like we were like 0-6, 0-7, you know. So uh, it's hard to be consistent, you know. So just gotta try to find that consistency, and then I think we'll be the best team again, hopefully.
So you'll make it to MSI, go to Canada, go back home.
I'm gonna say if I played how I did today, then no. But if I play if I'm like playing good individually, then definitely yeah, because my teammates are really good, and yeah, I just gotta just be the rock solid guy in a way, you know, that just like doesn't run it down in the games and whatever.
That seems very. So I talked to you last year, and like your perspective was kind of different. Last year, you were like, I got to play my game. I got to like figure out what I want to do. If I get my counter picks, play like my game. And all this year, we kind of heard you being like, okay, this time I just need to stabilize. I need to like stay in my lane and like figure out what to better help the team. Is that like with more experience now you want to play more with the team, or is it like my style doesn't work because they changed the game, they're changing objectives, they're changing like how gold works and stuff like that?
I think I just realized that like anything can happen. You can't really like think about the future like too much. Cause like last year during spring split when I was like one of the best top laners in the league, I was like top two, top three. Uh, I was like, oh my god, like I'm gonna be in the LCS for years and years and years. But then I realized how actually hard it is to maintain your farm, and then I realized, okay, I just gotta do my job in the game. I just gotta obviously play my own game as well, and just keep improving from there. You know, so that's what I've been kind of trying to do. But like I said, it's hard to just be consistent all the time because yeah, like it's hard to be consistent in anything. You know, like yeah,
Yeah, it's hard, but it's doable.
yeah,
Um,
100%, 100%. That's where I'm trying to get to. Sorry.
yeah, that's fair. You were saying how last year spring you were like one of the best top laners in LCS. Well, we don't have LCS anymore. We're in LTA. Has like the format and the like these changes, having to fly to Brazil, like how much does that really affect you as a competitor?
I don't really care. I just try to play the best League of Legends ever, and I try to be myself. And I mean, going to Brazil is really fun. I feel like if they do this more, then playing LTA is gonna be so much more fun. But yeah,
All right, that's interesting. So
yeah,
I know a lot of people were like not super happy with the trip just because it was like I think Team Liquid had a facility, but everybody else didn't, and they got sick, and they were like complaining and whatnot. But
including
that's good that you had
including
fun, including you guys. Yeah, I think
yeah.
FBI got sick, right?
We all got sick.
Oh, you all got sick. Dang.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, how much does like the idea of like, oh, the LTA isn't doing as well as it did last year, or like, the rebrand doesn't go like how much does like viewership and sponsorship money and all that stuff really affect your day to day? Because you're someone who got into the LCS. I won't say primarily, but a big part of it was your brand. You were like the kid who's 13 for like 4 years in a row. I will dominate your beef on Twitter. You're talking like with Cena, all that stuff. Like started a
Yeah.
brand, and 100 Thieves picked you up because of that, because you were known. And now it's a case where like the LTA brand kind of sucks. So like, how much does that play in your mind, or do you not really think about it?
Yeah, that's a pretty good question, honestly. It obviously sucks. I obviously want the LTA to keep on like expanding. But I feel like if they go back to LCS, it'll like just yeah, I obviously want the LTA, I guess, to just keep on growing and stuff. But with the way it's going right now, like the brand change, all that kind of stuff, I don't really think it's gonna go places unless like an LTA team makes it far into Worlds again, for example. But yeah, I just feel like I said, I'm just trying to do my own thing. It obviously sucks that there's not as many fans as there used to be, but you just gotta adapt. You just gotta be yourself and try to just like I don't know, create some not create some spice, but just like tweet out, stream, and like help the LTA because the players can also help the region out. You know, like look at Bippo. I think he's doing a really good job at it, and I feel like if more pros streamed and all that kind of stuff, then that will definitely help. You know, but that's not the case.
So more pros like Sniper, for example.
Including me, you know, including me as well. Like I also don't stream like at all, but I try to. I'm just like very lazy. And I just prefer to play off stream, but including Sniper, yes, yes,
Okay, just making sure. You did, in your defense, you did stream on the off season. A lot of pros did stream in the off season.
yeah,
But then, like, once the season started, and even during the break, there was kind of like radio silence, which, you know, uh,
yeah.
it
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean.
doesn't
I
help.
know exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I'm
doesn't
not
help.
trying to
Yes, for
single
sure.
you out. It's just you mentioned like more pros. I was like, oh, it's a good layup.
Yeah, yeah, I could be doing the same thing as well, but yeah, it's not reality.
All right. Do you have any words to the fans who had a heart attack, including David, who I'm sure had a lot of, was very worried during this game?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna try my best to play good individually, and the game will be much easier to play. Like, I don't want it to just be if ball lane mid are losing, either one of those lanes, the game is just over. I want it to be where, okay, ball lane and mid is losing, we still have top lane, we still have me, you know? So I want it to be that case. And yeah, I'm just gonna try my best. We're gonna try our best to improve from this game, and yeah, but just keep cheering for us, okay? We're definitely gonna make it to MSI. Hopefully, you know? Yeah.
All right. Good luck, man. Shukran. It was pretty fun. Interviewing Sniper, having him like give his thoughts, and I tend to ask Sniper about like brand building and stuff like that because it's something that he's already done. He's talked about before, whereas I might not exactly like ask other players. But it's fun being back, doing interviews, talking to players and whatnot. I got like what 7 interviews today, so between the Super Week, I should have a lot of interviews. So it's nice to be back. It's cool to watch League of Legends in North America and just yeah, having fun.